Hey guys, Stan here, back with another guitar lesson, and today I'm going to show you guys how I play Chop Suey by System of a Down. Let's get into it. First thing we're going to want to do is make sure that we are tuned correctly. So this song is tuned in drop C. The notes of drop C are as follows: C, G, C, F, A, D. Alright, so this song's going to be a little bit brisk and a little bit tough to play on the acoustic, so I'm going to show you some tips that I use. I would recommend learning this on an electric though. Alright, let's start with the intro of the song. Again, this is in 4/4, but it's going to have kind of this swing feel behind it, so we'll play that at tempo. For that, I really try to accentuate that downstroke on the open A drone, so you get that. All right, so we'll play that a little bit slower now. So definitely take some time to really get the feel of that strumming pattern. That's really what's iconic in that intro and instantly recognizable. During the intro, a second guitar is also going to come in, and it almost mimics, I would say, like a quarter note triplet behind there. So this is palm muted, and I will play that at tempo. All right, we'll play that slowly now. Alright, and for the intro, there's actually a really cool like Mando line that happens behind the scenes. Feel like you have to focus on hitting both strings at the exact same time. Actually, if it's more delayed, I found when you listen back to it, it sounds more like a Mando. Feel like you can give yourself a little bit of grace and don't try to be too surgical in that top section. I'll play that at tempo here. Alright, we'll play that slowly now. Alright, so we'll throw in a little bonus lesson. This is not the way System plays it, but it's something that I do when I'm playing it solo acoustically to add some interest on this intro. Alright, so the first chord that I change up is that A. So this I changed to just an A minor, I would call it a cowboy chord. Get a little bit more full, especially if you're solo acoustic. The second chord, kind of that, I would say like a B minor over A. I actually just reframe that and I play it down here on the 3rd fret, and then I put what's technically an F in the bass. So the notes for that are the 3rd fret of the 6th string, 3rd fret of the 4th string, the 4th fret of the 3rd string, and the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. So you got like this. That sounds really cool when it's solo. I then change this. It's like almost a C major chord. So again, I'm putting in the bass line here, so it's technically a G, and then I play a C major 7 over the top of that. So it's the 5th fret of the 6th string, 3rd fret of the 5th string, 5th fret of the 4th string, and the 4th fret of the 3rd string. So I really like that chord. And then for this last, almost like F major 7 triad they do at the end. Again, I'm just adding the bass note on the bottom there. So you got like your power chord on the 3rd fret, and then that same upper note. So again, I'll play that all together so you can hear the difference between the full chord and the way they played on the record. Again, I just like that. It fills it out when you're in a solo acoustic environment. All right, now we're on to the main riff of the song, which is absolute madness. You'll see I'm going to alternate between my ring finger and my middle finger, and then alternate between my middle finger and my index finger. That is just because I get tired playing this on an acoustic and it wears my hand out just at that tempo. I'd say if you have light gauge strings on an electric, you could probably just pull this off with these two fingers here. So again, we'll play that at tempo. And my hand's already tired just from playing that much, so definitely got to work up your forearm strength there. All right, we'll play that a little bit slower now. You could probably also play that all downstrokes and give it kind of like a Master of Puppets, like Hetfield vibe to that, which would probably give you a more percussive attack. I just play that alternate picking because, again, there's a lot going on there, and that's more natural for me. All right, as you get out of the chords then, they go to just straight tremolo picking, exact same rhythm, same notes, so we're going to play that at tempo. We'll play that slowly now. What I like to do in my version of the song is to add a little bit of interest as I actually throw in the full power chord in there. So you'll hear a harmony line that's just if you go up to the 5th fret and play the exact same pattern, so it'd sound like this. So if you play that together. And then you'll notice on my recording, I'll actually pull the palm mutes off because it just adds a little bit more aggression and kind of builds the song there. All right, then we get to the hits. So we don't have Surge behind us, you know, wailing off going, blah, 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 blah. So again, it's those same chords. So we'll play that at tempo, just with more stops. And we'll play that slowly. So then in the official version of the song, I think they just end the riff on that exact same note. What I like to do is mimic the vocal line there. I don't know if they officially do this with the instruments, but it's a nice way if you're playing solo to kind of indicate you're going to the chorus. So then I go, play that slowly now. So for the chorus, it actually goes back to what the second guitar does in the intro, just a little bit of a play on that. So we'll play that at tempo here. Now we'll play that slowly. For the chorus then, the third guitar is also going to be doing that cool Mando thing. It's the exact same line that you learned at the beginning of the song, so just layer that on top of the chorus guitar. So after the chorus, it goes to the second verse, and it is the exact same notes, exact same format. So you've already learned 2/3 of the song. So then for the bridge section of the song, it's going to do the same thing it did for that intro. So it's that. And then it goes to the single notes as well, while Surge is just going ham. After the bridge, it goes to the outro, which is this huge, epic, big chord, soaring vocal section. So I'll play the chords here for you at tempo. You can also play those chords up in a higher register, but again, I'm playing solo guitar, so I like to go down a little bit lower to keep it nice and full. It could also sound like this. Or you can mix them up if you're feeling really fancy. All right, I'll play that slowly now. And there you go. You've now learned Chop Suey by System of a Down. If you enjoyed this lesson, leave a comment below. A like and a subscribe really helps the channel. Let me know what song you'd like me to cover next. I'll catch you in the next one.